Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to share with you guys 5 easy tricks to getting more kills in Modern Warfare Remastered. I know a lot of you guys on the channel have been wondering where the Call of Duty videos are, and fortunately we are getting closer and closer to Call of Duty World War II. I've been waiting for so long. I'm so excited, and I'm really ready to be posting lots of videos with that game to come. I just haven't been a big fan of Infinite Warfare, and I haven't been playing Modern Warfare Remastered as much as I used to, so I've been posting some other stuff like Minecraft, just trying to kill some time waiting for the next Call of Duty to come out. But that's not the point for today's video. Again, 5 easy tricks to getting more kills in Modern Warfare Remastered. So the first tip that I have for you is to drop shoot and jump shoot. And I always call it drop shotting and jump shotting, but I don't think that's the technical term. But regardless, drop shotting and jump shotting is so crucial in a game like Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. And with Call of Duty World War II that's going to come out, because there is no boost jumping, there is no boost sliding, there's not all these different movements that you can use to evade gunfire, so you have to come up with different ways. I don't know how many of you guys played Black Ops 2, I'm sure probably almost all of you, but if you played that game enough, you notice that jump shotting and drop shotting was a huge thing in that game, especially jump shotting. I can't tell you how many people pissed me off just by jumping around and being able to get away from my shots. So I think it's a really good idea to get used to that with Modern Warfare Remastered before World War II comes out, because we're going to go back to that. We're going to go back to jump shotting. You're going to see a lot more drop shotting because we are in a game where there's no advanced movements. So people are going to be dolphin diving and drop shotting and jumping around like crazy just to be able to try to kill you. So if you want to do better, if you want to get more kills, drop shotting and jump shotting is a necessity. And if you don't really know how to do it, I highly advise that you keep trying. Even though you might struggle at first, just keep trying. Get good at it, and I promise you'll be a much better player, and you'll do a lot better in the lobbies that you're in. The second tip that I have for you is to carousel the enemy team. Now what I mean by that is to keep rotating. You guys know what a carousel is. You get on it, goes round and round. That's kind of the trick when it comes to pushing enemy spawns. For some reason a lot of people don't like to do this, and I can kind of see, like, from an extent why. Because you don't want to keep flipping the spawns depending on what game mode you're playing. But the thing is, let me give you an example. If you rush into the enemy spawn from the right side, right, and you start killing a couple guys, and then you stay on that right side, they're going to know that you're over there. They're going to keep coming for you. You might keep killing some of them over and over again, but eventually they're going to get you because they know exactly where you're at. Regardless of where you're hiding, they know you're on that right side of the map. So the trick is, carousel the enemy team, move around the map, right? Run a circle, keep pushing the spawns, keep flipping the spawns, and eventually they're not going to really know where you're coming from because they're going to keep flipping spawns around the map. You're going to keep moving, you're not going to be in the same spot, and they're not going to be able to call you out. Another thing you can do is you can rotate around the other direction and carousel counterclockwise so that you can really throw them off. So the trick is really just to play the perimeter and keep running around the outside of the map and keep the map moving. Don't try to keep the enemy team in one spot. Obviously spawn trapping is a good idea if you have enough teammates to help you with that, but if you're playing solo, carouseling is definitely the way to go. The third tip that I have for you is to bait your teammates, and I know this sounds bad, but when you're playing with randoms, it's kind of hard, especially when a lot of them don't communicate. So bait your teammates. Use your teammates as the bait. You don't necessarily need to throw them under the bus, but follow them around. Use them to go into buildings before you run in there, right? So like if you know someone's in a building, wait for your teammate to run in so that you can find out where the enemy is, and then you have a better chance of shooting him because you know his location instead of kind of just going in blind-eyed. So again, bait your teammates. It's the way to go. If you are playing with people that are talking, you're playing with friends, you don't really need to do that. You just need to communicate, and you can kind of alternate going in first depending on how you want to do that. But yeah, that's basically the third tip, is to use your teammates to get more kills. The fourth tip that I have for you is to stay off the radar. This is pretty basic. In Call of Duty nowadays, everybody has military grade headsets. There's so many different ways for people to know where you are. Back in the day, the radar was everything, right? Like that was really the only thing that people could use to find you. This was back in the day before everyone had headsets. They could sound whore you and find exactly where you were from across the map, right? Because they could hear your footsteps. And now everyone's got military grade headsets. There's so many different ways to find you. So if you want to give yourself that advantage, staying off the radar is definitely a good way to go, especially if you're going to be carouseling the other team. You don't want them to see you running around or coming into their spawn. So try to run perks that are going to keep you off the radar. Try to run a silencer if you can, but try not to be as loud and obnoxious on the map, because that's just going to get you killed, and you're not going to get as many kills. The final tip that I have for you guys is another pretty basic one, and it's to fine-tune your classes for the map. And a lot of people don't tend to do this, and I didn't do this for the longest time. but set your classes up for the map that you're playing on. I used to be obsessed with the Man of War, and I would use the Man of War on every single map that I played, but obviously Call of Duty, when these games are made, you know, certain guns are meant to do better on certain maps, right? Like if I run around with a Man of War on the biggest map in the game, I might do alright. But if I'm playing on a map like Nuketown, it's going to be a little bit harder, right? Because it's got a lot more close quarters. People are going to be running submachine guns. They're going to have that upper hand on me. So fine-tune your classes for the maps. Another thing is to use camos. And this sounds really lame, like super lame. This sounds like super nerd status. But when you're playing on a snowy map, use a snowy camo. I know that sounds so stupid, but it really does help because, right, for example, you're running around the map, you see some guy that's like glittering diamond camo and he's got all gold armor on, it's going to be a lot easier to see that guy across the entire map than it would be to see someone that's actually blending in with the map, you know? So fine-tune your classes for the map. I mean, you have a whole minute to do it in between games. Try to use the right guns for the right maps. Again, stay off the radar, bait your teammates, carousel the enemy team, and practice drop shotting and jump shotting. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys did enjoy these tips and tricks to getting more kills in Modern Warfare Remastered. If you guys have any comments or any more advice, make sure to leave them down in the comments section below. Make sure to check out my vlogging channel. I'll leave a link to that down in the description below as well. I've been uploading a lot of really cool videos over there. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Can we be friends?